Ah, you're back.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Lee the Warlord, and today we will be doing a breakdown of the gameplay that we have so far. I'll do another video breaking down the 3 new trailers that we got, but I kind of just want to focus on that main gameplay trailer that we have, because there are some things that I think I may have an idea about mechanically, and I wanted to let you guys know, because I think that this is the first true like hybrid arena fighter that we'll have for this generation. And when I say hybrid arena fighter, I mean that neutral is going to take place in a lot shorter of a distance than, say, a Jump Force, a Sparking Zero, a Hinokami Chronicles, a Naruto Storm. I think neutral will take place a lot closer, and it'll be the kind of hybrid the same way that Sparking Zero was a hybrid between 3D and a 2D fighter. So I kind of want to focus on, just to start, the way the health works, because I think that's one of the most confusing parts right now. So I think this game has a little bit of Killer Instinct vibes, in which the super attacks are going to be what takes down the actual life. All attacks take down reishi, and reishi is just a fancy word for your health bar. This is your health bar right here, and they pretty much confirmed it in that that blog posting that they had, which is on the screen right now. So what I think this means with these 2 glowing parts right here, I don't know if you can start the game out with just like what would be the equivalent of a raw level 3, so like a super attack. But say you were to start the game with a super attack, I think that in here they're talking about the reishi. Every single attack will knock down a little bit of their HP no matter what, and the super attacks will knock down a little bit of HP plus the highlighted bars. So say he were to hit him a few times and then use his super attack, I think that it would take him down to 7 life bars and then have a little bit less HP, so like right around here or something like that after the super attack lands. Because when you lower this gauge all the way, that's when one of these goes down. And like I said, I believe every single attack reduces the health gauge just based off of what they're doing. So we'll see here that health gets real low. So say Ichigo was to use his super attack on Byakuya right now, it would do a little bit of damage to his HP, which would bring him down to 7, and then it would also do 2 bars of damage if he does it with a super attack, which would bring him down to 5. Or I'm sorry, it would bring him down to 8 with that 1 health bar, and then from there would bring him down to 6. Sorry about that. So I think that no matter what, reducing this, whether it's with a regular attack or whether it's with a super attack, will reduce the gauge by 1. And then if you do it with a super attack, it also takes away the highlighted bars. So let's see if we can show exactly what I'm talking about here. So here and it says now or never. So I think possibly when you break their health bar, you may even have a chance to use a super attack with a prompt, and then you do additional damage. Otherwise, you would just leave it at the 1 health bar. So that attack, we'll go back a little bit. This attack right here, boom, knocks his health down, in my opinion, from 9 lives to 8 lives. And then the now or never pops up. He does his super attack with his Konpaku, or no, the Konpaku is what he hit. He does his super attack, and it drops him down 2 more bars. So that 1 slash got him to 8, and then those 2 bars we saw flashing was the now or never super attack or whatever, and that dropped him to 6. Now, this is where I want to get into the next mechanic, which is the evolution gauge. So the evolution bar is going to be right here, and they're going to say it a little bit earlier or a little bit later. I think that this builds when you deal damage, when you take damage, when you do super attacks, and when you like lose actual life. And I think there may or may not be a mechanic to where you get, depending on the character, possibly 2 or 3 evolutions per match. So once your life gets down to 6, and then once again when it gets down to 3, and then maybe even again when it gets down to 1, perhaps. But I think that is how the general mechanic will work, because I know they cut between a lot of different scenes with this, but I do think that this will fill for the most part once you're in that 6 lives left range. And once Ichigo gets down to 6, you can also see what I'm talking about.
Did you really think you could defeat?
And
using the spiritual power,
there we go. So now they're just talking about, I think, the reverse gauge, or the spiritual pressure gauge. That's just your EX bar. So you have moves and then you have EX moves, just like in typical super meter type fighting games. And then this reverse gauge, I think, is like your sparking meter in Dragon Ball Fighters, like your super mode in the new Tekken 8 game. I don't know what it's called. I think your heat mode in Street Fighter, stuff like that. Like, it's just an enhanced mode. You do stronger attacks, your attack pattern changes, and maybe you might even have super armor. I hope for the sake of this game you don't have super armor. Yeah, that reverse action, that's what they're talking about there. So we're about to see here that Ichigo, his health is real low. It'll go back up because of the cut, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it goes back up because of the cut, so that's not what I'm talking about. This right here, this attack that he does right here lowers his health all the way. So once again, I think this hit is what takes him down to 8, and then there's a now or never cutscene, whatever, and then it does 2 additional life bars on top of that. So that's what I think, because that to me right here looks like one of those cuts, like he was about to go into a now or never. And this is his super attack. Yep. And it did 3 bars of health, just like I said. And if you think about it mechanically, it's the exact same thing Ichigo did to get him down to 6. He hit him a bunch and it got him down to a certain sliver of health, and then from there he did his super attack to get that bar and 2 extra bars. So this is just his Bankai super attack, or no, it's his. So he awakened right there. He used the rest of his spirit gauge to awaken. I don't know if that's a combo thing you do or if it's just a button you press and you can go into it. But if you can see here, now that Ichigo is further down, he is starting to build meter more. And I want to see if before he went into his awakening, if it was 2. Let's see here. If it was just like 2 that were highlighted. Okay, yeah, so it's 2 right there. But do they fight when he has 6 lives? Okay, 6 lives. No, I think it just goes straight into his Bankai. Because I think it might just do 2, and then when you evolve, it could possibly do increased damage, so maybe 3 or 4, depending on what happens, like depending on the buffs that you get for your evolution, because they did say that each character gets different types of buffs when they do use their evolution in the newer trailers. Okay, so you see here, Ichigo's evolution went from pretty much not even full to when his health gets a little bit lower. Right here, his evolution is all the way full here. So we see Ichigo evolve when he has 2 lives left, but I personally think that he can do that when he has 6 lives and maybe a certain amount of health left, the same way that Byakuya did the exact same thing. So I think that you have a transformation at 6 and then another one possibly at 3 or 2. Because here we'll see Ichigo get knocked down to 2, and then we'll see him do his evolution, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and 4. Once again, he had a little bit of health here. Super attack would do 3 stacks plus a little bit of health. 3 plus 1 is 4. So I think that's how that works. Just kind of like how Killer Instinct, you need to use a super attack to actually do like significant damage. I think it's that same type of concept. Then we see here Ichigo go into his Bankai. I don't know if this is the first thing that he could, like, say he might have been able to do this at 6 health, but he just was getting messed up too much and couldn't activate it. But we're about to see the HUD pop back up here. Yes. So I don't know if that guard gauge ever comes back. I'm not sure.
All I can do
Okay, so yeah, he's just doing that. Seems like an actual game mechanic, like maybe some type of reversal where you go behind them like that. There, he did 4. Now let me see. Yes, so Ichigo's Bankai, he had 3 things highlighted, where before he only had 2 highlighted. And in the new trailers, it says for a fact that the power-up Ichigo gets is when he uses his Bankai, he does increased damage. So maybe that's what they mean with the increased damage and with increased damage for combos as well. But no matter what, in his Bankai, those 3 are highlighted. And I think he uses his super move once Byakuya has a little bit less health. Yep, see, less health there. Oh, shit, he hit him with some. Can you keep up? I think was what he just hit him with. So we see here that health was real low. Then he goes into some type of super attack. And then we see, boom, 4 damage. I think it'll pop up. Yep, 4 damage. So that's how I think that will work. You get their health down to a little bit. You use your super attack. It'll knock off the rest of the health, which is 1 bar, plus however many glowing bars are up top. So that's 2 bars plus 1, which is 3, or maybe if you're already awakened or evolved, it's 3 bars plus 1, which is 4. So these games may or may not go fast depending on how quickly people are evolving, I feel like.
After everything
And it's also, it seems like every single fight is going to be a boss fight. Like every single fight is going to be like, you have a chance. It's not just going to be one-sided beatdowns is what it seems like, because of all the reversal mechanics that they have, which I like a lot. And this right here, I don't think this is a form. I think this, if this isn't a second awakening that he has at a lower health pool, I think this may just be some type of super attack that he has when he's in his Bankai, or maybe even just a story-specific cutscene. I genuinely don't think that that's like a form we get to play as an install super or like just a standalone character. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over in this one. We'll do a video breaking down the 3 new trailers that they gave us. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's been real. It's your boy, Lee, the Warlord, and I'm out of here. Peace.